Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show, What's Next? The show where we help you figure out what to watch next. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hi.
On today's show, Hannah, we
yeah.
are reviewing FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy.
Yes.
We're also reviewing
Dumb Money. Yeah.
So, what a great week.
What a gaming twosome.
And we'll also give you an insight into some of the movies that we've seen at the Brisbane Film Festival.
Aha.
But before we begin, let us tell the viewers what they should do.
Could you pretty please like the video and subscribe to our channel? And leave a comment down below.
Comment below
on what you're watching this week.
Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one. Hannah, what is your 2023 championship belt holder?
For me, it's John Wick Chapter 4.
And for me, it is Past Lives.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of this year, just after Christmas, we'll do our first annual Watchies. And it'll have the championship belt holder, but also have some really funky awards. So why don't you drop a comment below on what awards you want to see. So one of the awards that it's going to be included in the Watchies is
hat.
Best hat. Yeah, best hat.
Game.
So, give us your ideas and we will have those at the end of the year for the first annual Watchies. Yeah. Let's start the reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And the first review today is FNAF.
Five
Nights at Freddy's. This is an adaptation of a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's made by the creator.
Yes, Scott Cawthon.
And it is also made by the Blumhouse guys, Jason Blum.
Yep.
Yeah. The elevator pitch. You have a sister that you have to look after, but you have sleeping problems, and it causes you to lose all your jobs, and the only job that you have left is a security guard, nighttime, at an abandoned sort of Chuck E. Cheese sort of thing where animatronics entertain the kids.
Yep.
But they don't anymore because some real creepy stuff happened at this place.
Yes.
And that's what we get.
Mm-hmm.
Reasons to see this.
If you're a diehard into this FNAF lore, it is incredibly, perfect, accurate. It's really great to see a movie that's just for the fans. Like, this feels like because of the creators involved, it is definitely built from the ground of his work. And it's
he was like heavily involved.
Yes,
normally Blumhouse doesn't get let people involved. So the movie actually costs a little bit more than Blumhouse actually makes because he was heavily involved and he gets a lot of it.
Yes, and it was just great to see. One, they made actual animatronics as well to use for the film, which is made by the Creature Shop, Jim Henson's Creature Shop, which I absolutely adore. And I think using them as they are the base.
The 80s vibe.
Yeah, it's this film has a great vibe to it.
Yeah,
compared to a lot of other movies.
Also has Josh Hutcherson from Bridge to Terabithia, and also The Hunger Games. It also has some great 80s, 90s actors. One is Merritt Stewart Masterson, and the other one is Matthew Lillard. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Reasons not to see this. The bad guy you'll just get from the start.
Yeah.
So it's. I don't think it's one of those who done ones.
I think even fans would also pin it out. So sure. I don't think the story is particularly. It's an interesting story, but
I think it's interesting.
I think there's nothing that's gonna shock you, I would say.
Yeah, but I think it's still a good movie, and I just think it's still worth a watch.
It entertains. And the audience for this one is also very they love it. It's
highly successful in the first weekend. Even it had Day and Day. It was also on streaming service Peacock in the States, but it also did really well. I think it did over $120 million all around the world. That's so good for a movie.
It's a video game adaptation too.
Second biggest opening after Super Mario Brothers, I think.
Yeah. And that
happened earlier this year.
And that happened, and that's I would say it's a big IP.
Oh,
FNAF has more of a
cult following.
I would say cult following. It's very much an internet following, rather than say a more well-known worldly following.
Now, I did not know anything about FNAF, but I had no idea what it was, and you know what? I could still understand it, and and you didn't need to explain it to me. I just picked up.
And honestly, it's the most coherent thing because in the games it's unexplainable, but watching
Yeah, well, I think that's the
it's the
Blumhouse
most.
effect, because his horror movies are really explained. Like, you can watch Halloween if you haven't seen any of the Halloweens. The Halloween that Blumhouse did, you can watch
You
those.
can just jump right in. I
Yeah.
think they worked closely to make sure it's accessible for everyone. What's interesting about this, it does take from like if you're an old Five Nights at Freddy's lore person to a new person,
Yep.
they've combined a lot of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a lot of characters like that are like, oh, she's not supposed to be in it, or
Yeah, but you
and
don't need to know that. Like, it's just a movie. And
I'm talking about how like great
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
like,
that the
no,
fact
no,
that they
seriously, like,
paid attention to
like, and there
detail.
was like, you screamed at the top
There
of
was
your
a
lungs.
cameo. No,
Yeah.
there was a.
You like
I
then cried for like
I
5
did
minutes,
not cry. That didn't happen.
and then you like fell off the recliner, and you were like,
That's not even that. You mean the kids that were in the audience?
we had to,
earlier.
we went to a screening, like, and there was kids in there.
It was
Yeah,
6 o'clock
yeah.
in the night.
Yeah, and like our local one is a Reading cinema with like the recliners there, and we went there, and there was kids there, and I said, "Oh, Anne, is this movie?" She goes, "Nope, it is not." And then halfway through it, the mum goes, "I don't think this is acceptable. We're gonna need to go." It was amazing.
Yeah, it's just it's like kids' first scary movie too. Like
Yeah.
if you're a young preteen or
I'd
anything, like
anyone older than 10 could see this.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has some spooky.
It doesn't show any of the violence. You don't see it.
You see one probably gruesome thing
Yeah.
at all, and
Yeah.
the rest of it's just like they brought it down so that almost a general audience could see this movie.
Yeah.
So
We're saying watch Friday Night.
100% a watch.
And what's the rating?
What would you give it?
I think it's stock standard. I played on my phone.
Same. I played on my phone.
That is Five Nights at Freddy's. FNAF. The next movie we're going to review today is Dumb Money.
Yeah.
It's directed by Craig Gillespie, who also directed I, Tonya. And it also has the Riddler.
Yes.
Paul Dano. Great cast. This one has Shailene Woodley.
Incredible cast.
Seth Rogen.
Pete Davidson.
Who else?
My favorite.
Kirby from Oppenheimer.
Oh yes. All I could think of in my head was like, no, Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
I saw
well.
that was someone I didn't know who was in this movie. And I was like, oh, Clancy Brown. I love that guy.
Okay, so Dumb Money elevator pitch is
based off a true story.
It was about these TikTokers, Reddit guys that were finance bros.
Yeah.
That were sort of like, mum and pop finance, doing their own sort of stock trades. And he was trying to convince people to buy GameStop because he could see that there was good fundamentals of the business.
Yes.
And the hedge fund guys, which is the bad Wall Street guys in this movie.
Yes.
They were shorting a stock. Now, I won't go into like a whole thing.
Yeah, no.
They were betting that GameStop was going to lose. They were saying that GameStop was going to go broke.
It's a retail company.
Yeah.
It doesn't make money.
But the only way that the hedge fund guys would win is if the stock tanked. But because these guys were buying it, the stock was going through the roof.
And then they were keeping it.
Yeah, keeping it. Hold the line.
It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, this is an actual thing that happened not too long ago, honestly.
A couple of years ago. Reason to see this, eh?
It's actually a generally funny, almost heartwarming story about, like, kind of the little guy trying to succeed against... It's like a David Goliath story. And it's just, I don't know, it's very wholesome and interesting to see this, like, kind of chunk out of society. Even in, like, it was during, like, COVID, so it's, like, really interesting. It's one of those COVID movies that actually kind of works in a way.
Reasons not to see this, like, I just don't know why they can't just give a little bit of time to go under the bridge. Water go under the bridge, Some of the best, like, look at Oppenheimer. Like, they didn't make a movie about Oppenheimer until the 1980s, which is 40 years after the test.
I think it's too soon,
It's way too soon. Let some stories come out.
I think the reason is because some of the humor will not be as funny in time.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure.
A lot of this movie's humor comes from what's relevant
Pop culture.
now.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it will
Yeah.
die off eventually.
Okay, so look, this is not the first movie to do this. Like,
Mhm.
All the President's Men was quickly after it actually happened,
Uh,
and that was about Watergate. That was like a couple of years after. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
not the
Yeah.
first time this happens, and it happens throughout Hollywood history. But I just think the things just need a little bit more time
Yeah.
to get more story out. But I really enjoyed this movie.
No, this is really good. This is up. This is like kind of like Air. It's like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
it was
enjoyable.
actually very
Well
surprising. Yeah.
acted.
Craig
Well
Gillespie,
put
like I really enjoyed I, Tonya, and I think this movie is right there with it. And Sebastian Stan's in it as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
Seth
I
Rogen
just
plays the baddie.
Seth Rogen plays badly. Like, yeah, I think you should watch this. I think it's really
100%.
enjoyable. It's probably not like a movie. It's probably like a stream.
It would be a really good streaming movie.
Yeah, it's a really good stream movie. But if you get to see it on the cinema, go for it.
Yeah.
Rating for this movie, I think it's a golf clap.
It's a golf clap.
Yeah, I really think
Yeah.
it's a golf clap.
I think it's on the same level as Air this year.
So that's the two movies we've seen at the cinema. We've also seen some Brisbane Film Festival movies. Now, we're going to drop full reviews in the coming days.
Strange Way of Life.
Strange Way of Life. Strange Way of Life.
Yes.
That is directed by Pedro Almodovar.
Yeah.
He also did, like, he's normally, like, Spanish speaking. This is his first English short. It's a short film.
It's a short film.
Stars Pedro Pascal as
And
Ethan
Ethan
Hawke. It's doing the rounds. Festivals around everywhere.
Yeah.
You can still see it in Brisbane Film Festival if you are living in Brisbane.
Yes.
The next movie we saw, Anatomy of
A
the
Fall.
Fall.
Yeah.
It's a French film. English.
Half in English. So
Yeah.
there's half.
Some of it's subtitles.
Oh,
It's about a
most of it's in
mystery
English.
writer charged with the murder of her husband,
Yeah.
who dies after a mysterious fall.
Yeah.
Highly enjoyable. That is also got another showing at the Brisbane Film Festival. So if you get a chance, you should see that one for wider release towards Christmas. It's going to be like an Oscar type. It's got some great.
You could see some buzz coming to this.
So stick around on our channel for those reviews. That's it for today's show. Don't forget we've got movie news dropping this Thursday. That will also have clickbait and some previews that Hannah's going to preview. Anything else to add on this great show here?
Just enjoy the movies at the moment.
Yeah.
They're slow, but one will trickle in every now and then.
We'll get a couple over the next couple of weeks.
There's some more streaming movies coming.
Yeah. We also had the chance to see a streaming movie that gets released on Netflix this week.
Yes.
The Killer by David Fincher. Seen today. Can you guess the movie?
Our
podcast. It's ranking the 100 AFI. Each week we'll do one movie, and starting next week, our post-credit scenes on our Thursday show, movie news, is going to be championship belt holders. So we're going to
from past years.
Yeah. So we're going to do like a year every week, and we'll start with a real easy one for you. Last year. So that's next week. So we're looking forward to that. Thanks everyone for watching. Until later in the week when we catch up for movie news. That's my lovely co-host Hannah.
It's me.
I'm Peter. And it's bye for now.
Bye.
Post-credit scene. We're lucky someone guessed it on Facebook.
Did they?
And yeah, they did. It was Hook.
Oh, looky.
Looky, I've got a hooky.
One of the a quotable movie.
I'm really looking forward to later in the week when we drop movie news. Clickbait is going to be really enjoyable. It's my turn for clickbait. Thanks everyone for watching. We've got so many great things on the channel at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to delivering more great content over the next couple of months. Till later in the week when we catch up for movies. Bye.
Bye.